welcome to our week 5 check-in. So as you recall, this week's theme was secrets, and I finally got images accepted by Trevillion. So for those of you that are new to the agency experience or are struggling to get accepted, I know a number of you have been accepted to Archangel and are frustrated by the low acceptance rate sometimes your images might have, or you've been rejected by Trevillion, or both. That's why I'm taking you into the back end of my experience so that you can see that this is part of what licensing is all about. Unfortunately, there is going to be constant rejection. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that your work isn't a great fit for the current clientele that an agency has. There might be technical reasons. Maybe the narrative quality of the images, the processing isn't right. Maybe your image sizes just don't fit. There's certain megapixel requirements sometimes that cameras need to have in order for the output to be of quality for book covers. There's always a number of reasons, but there were 2 prior weeks where I didn't get any images accepted by Trevillion. Luckily, Archangel didn't reject them outright either, but this week I did get some images accepted by Trevillion, and one of the things that those of us that have been in the industry for a while recognize is that the number of images that Trevillion accepts is usually very, very low. So for those of you that either are with Trevillion or are looking to join that agency, this is just a reality that you're going to face. Don't take it personally. I mean, it still stings, right? It's still hard for me to not take it personally, but it's just part of the reality. They're a very selective agency, but those of us that are with them tend to appreciate that about them because they usually select work that sells very regularly and very quickly. So that being said, I'm taking you behind the scenes of my website right now, which is part of how I organize these images. So you can see I've got all my Trevillion images here. I've got the submission, and then I have another gallery here of what was accepted. And let me just take you through this shoot really quickly. So one of the things that I was talking to you about again was variety, right? And I did try for more variety in this shoot. I was still doing some pretty tight crops, and again, this kind of comes back to just I have small spaces that I'm working in. I've got a tripod. I need to get better about really trying for different angles and different variety, which is some of what I tried to do here. So I kind of moved around, tried different processing, tried different lighting, moved around in my space. If you hear a lot of background noise, it's because it's pouring rain outside right now. And so I moved into different spaces. This is just my bathroom door and a very bright light. I have a light fixture with daylight temperature bulbs in there. So it creates this nice, fun, mixed light scenario, working with some shadows and things. And then working with a key and a dress, and then just, kind of working with a tube top here to create some variety. And then I went outside and I tried to create some fun images with various props. Now, what you're going to see when I take you into what's accepted is 2 things. One, I submitted almost 130 images to Trevillion, and if we go into accepted, let's see if this loads. This one wasn't loading for a while. All right. I'm going to take you into my downloads here because they send me the images that they want. So you can see that I got 5 images accepted out of 130 images, which is, kind of a bummer. And yeah, but at the same time, I'm really grateful to have them accepted. So I'm just going to take you through them really quickly, so you can see them a little bit larger. So at least one of my key images with that tube top there worked out. The red lipstick ended up being somewhat worth it. If this sells for a book cover, yay, then I can say that I put on that sticky lip gloss for a reason. One of the images that I was trying to do that was a little more playful was accepted. And then a bathroom door image with that white light in the background got accepted. And then this is actually just another doorway on the other side of that hallway. So I've got a window light coming in, and then not the most flattering light on me, I must say, but they accepted it, so that's awesome. What I did is I just zipped those images up and then sent them off. So when I go back to my submission here, there are a number of images that I can resubmit elsewhere. So this is the one that this is the one that got accepted out of all of these. I probably could get away with submitting these and this one to another agency. I would probably avoid submitting this one. I would keep this as an outtake, and probably this one as an outtake, and this one as an outtake. And then with these, all of these, maybe with the exception of this one, could be submitted to another agency. All of these could be submitted to another agency. Probably none of these. This one might be. These two are way too similar. This one is probably also too similar too. So what I'm probably going to do is just keep all of this series as outtakes, these as well for Trevillion. Just in case someone requests it. Now, the door images, these down here, these are also going to have to be outtakes for a publisher request. These could be submitted to another agency. These could be submitted to another agency. These probably need to go in an outtakes folder. And then all of these over here, this one did get accepted, so that's a no. But these over here could be submitted elsewhere. And I'm going to have to think about these over here, because this one right here is definitely close to an outtake of this one. So those are some things to think about, and I'll have to chew on that for a little while. This I could submit elsewhere. That's probably an outtake. All of these over here I could probably submit elsewhere, but this is the one out of these that got accepted. I would say that these are too similar to submit elsewhere. And the ones with the hair too, probably as well. So again, you know, outtakes folder. I'm kind of disappointed because I really like how the hair is framing that. I don't know, you could probably argue that they're different enough, but at the same time, like if this came out as a book cover and this came out as a book cover, I just feel like in the rights managed world, that's playing it kind of dangerous. So, you know, there it is. And then all of the rest of these images can get submitted elsewhere. So hopefully Archangel likes them. If not, I'll send them off to another agency that I have that, you know, I haven't sold anything through yet. So they're kind of like, they're my last choice, but we'll see. So yeah, again, hope this is helpful. I will check in with you again as soon as I hear back on my next week's submission. Bye.